Welcome. I am here today bringing you a new song called Frankenstein of the Street. Frankenstein off the street walks down to the grocery store, walks too fast for his feet, talks to the people at the door, and he talks too much to jagged jabber that they even hear, and everyone runs away. And he buys a frozen meal, gonna nuke it alone. Can you tell him he's real? No one is really sure what is wrong with him. He is odd and absurd, but he is a friendly man, and he speaks to the voices inside of the boxes as he waits for a reply. Everyone looks away. And he buys a frozen meal, gonna eat it alone. Can you tell him he's real? Frankenstein off the street walks up the concrete hill, walking too fast for his feet, just happy he can feel. And the words flow back, the voices, the faces, they give their reply, and they never look away. And he buys a frozen meal, gonna eat it alone. You tell him he's real. There we go. Frankenstein off the Street. There you go. With all these videos, it's going to be very much a snapshot in time. Like, this is the song in its current form. I have plans to do full instrumentation for these songs, or at least have a secondary guitarist, a bass, and then with synths we can do some stuff. But that also requires me getting a bass again and rehearsing with other musicians. But yeah, as it stands, that is the snapshot of our child Frankenstein. I had asked on Twitter, and everyone seemed like they really wanted to kind of know inspiration, why I wrote this song, my creative process, that kind of thing. So I am going to tell you a thing or two about this. One of my favorite things to do, and if any of y'all have listened to my old Romance and the Devil stuff, you kind of know that I enjoy writing about people. I enjoy writing about people and my computer just went dark for some reason while I was recording, because that's nice. I enjoy writing about people and absurd situations that I find, and if you're aware that absurdity is like the fabric of our lives, you find these situations and these people everywhere. Because human interaction is weird. It's one thing I've learned from working, from being in a band, from just having friends, that human interaction is strange. None of us know how to act. None of us know how to behave. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm awkward as shit. Sometimes I don't know how to act. Most often I don't know how to act. But we all have this kind of awkward undercurrent, and then we all try and kind of mingle, and it gets all awkward and fucking weird and strange, and that's cool. That's fun. That's beautiful, actually. But this song was kind of inspired by one of those situations where I'm always kind of looking and trying to find weird, interesting people, weird, interesting things going on around me. I don't have to look very hard working in retail. If you like people and you like studying people, retail ain't a half bad gig. It's glorified people watching, with a little bit of interaction. This song was inspired directly from a regular customer that comes into the store that I currently work at. When I first started back working there, some of the cashiers kind of pulled me aside and was like, there's this really tall guy. He's like 6 foot something. He's very strange. Something's a little off about this guy. No one is really sure what is wrong with him. But he loves to talk. He talks too much, and no one really knows what he's saying, and everybody fucking tries to hightail it when they see him walking down the concrete hill. Because where I work, there's a store, and then it goes up to a gas station, a little bit of road, and some apartments, which is where I think he lives. So he walks down the concrete hill, comes down to our store, and walks back up the concrete hill, all right? Always on foot, never in a car. I finally got to see him. I was a door greeter, a health ambassador for a couple of days, and I finally got to see him. And to my short self, he was like 7 foot tall, hairline down the middle of his fucking head. He is straight up Einstein in the back. He's got a gator mask on, so he looks even stranger. Don't even know how the second half of his face looks. Second half of his face, lower half of his face, very predominant brow line. He is a strange looking guy. He's very smart. He's very well spoken. But he does talk too much, and the way he talks, it's like there's clearly something off. There's some kind of something. I'm not a mental health professional, can't diagnose him, but there's obviously something up. And I haven't got to deal with him as much as some people, but I observed enough. And it started making me think in retail, and it's been this way at every store I've worked at, sometimes the same people from each store. You have these customers who come in, and it's like they're coming in to get their daily quota of human interaction. Like, they may live really close to the store, and they're used to the people they see. They're used to the cashiers, used to the customer service folks, and so they talk to them like they're friends. And I don't mean like, hey, John, how the hell are you? But I mean like, in their own awkward, broken way, they try and kind of relate to us. And most people kind of try and separate from that because they could be busy. And I mean, I work retail too. I understand sometimes you just don't have time to talk like that. Some people may just not want to deal with it. Whatever. There's a bunch of different reasons. But it made me think, like, if you're coming into the store daily to try and have these interactions with people, you're trying to kind of get your validity, through human interaction, which we all kind of do to a degree. I mean, look what I am doing literally right now. I am filming myself playing the guitar and posting it on the internet so that people will tell me what they think and talk to me and maybe get a conversation started or some kind of validation, right? We're all doing it. We want our boss's validation. We want our significant other's validation. We want our parents or whatever, you know, whatever the situation is, you know, it's there for them. It's the clerks at the grocery store. And are you going to give him that validation? Are you going to tell him he is real? He's not just some creature rotting in a room somewhere. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's how you feel when you're like that pulled away from society. And we're all Frankenstein of the street because human interaction is weird. You know, he's trying to relate in the way that he knows, just like we're all trying to relate in the way we know. And some people run away, some people look away, but there will be people that won't look away. And they'll go, oh yeah, tell me more. Oh, okay, you have a great day, sir, you know. And those moments could mean more than you even know. And I don't even mean like just to like fellow front enders out there, but to humans in general. You know, if someone stops on the street and waves at you, you know, wave at them, like be nice, because you never know what snippet of interaction is giving people a reason to not fucking fully build the wall, as the case may be. And so it seems crass that I would call this guy Frankenstein, but I don't, because like, one, it'd be Frankenstein's monster. Trust me, I understand, but it's not as catchy to be like Frankenstein's monster on the street. It just doesn't sound as good, so, you know, bear with me. But we are all him, and this could be you. We may not be talking to the voices inside of the cereal boxes, but we're screaming into the void of the internet going, you know, am I real? Tell me, you know, like give me something, you know. We're all somewhere in some way trying to figure out how to connect with other people in the only way that we know how, which is our truth, because there is no right way to deal with people and to exist and to behave. Social norm and mores are just that. So that's basically what the song's about. The music, the beautiful chord progression, and can we take a second to just appreciate that chord? I got nail polish on. I don't need to be doing that. But anyways, I had this song written years ago, Romance and the Devil, maybe even pre-Romance and the Devil. I'd gotten into King Crimson, and I got into their album 3 of a Perfect Pair. And I know my dad's probably watching this, rolling his eyes like, of all the King Crimson albums. But I'm going to tell you that album's fucking dope. That album's fire. Just, if for nothing else, the song 3 of a Perfect Pair is like, it's so good. It's so good. I'm not gonna start singing it. Just make a weird sound. But anyways, he has a line in it called "He Has His Cyclothymic Moods." So I wrote a song called Cyclothymia because I was obsessed with that album, and I just wanted something to link me to the majesty of that record, I guess. And I was fucking around, and I came up with those chords. And I wrote lyrics for a song called Cyclothymia about a guy who had like rapid cycling manic depression. And the lyrics were okay. They weren't good. I think there was actually a line in it that was like, one day he's happy, one day he's sad. How much more primitive can you get, to quote Fenriz? So like, I trashed it. I said, I'll never play that song. Like, the music's beautiful, but I can't, the lyrics. And if the lyrics aren't at least okay, like, I'm embarrassed. So I shelved the song. Then I was doing the health ambassador door greeting thing, and I started having this idea for Frankenstein of the street, you know, the archetype, the human validation. Are we real? Tell me I'm real. But I was like, oh, man, but I don't know what kind of rhythm I would want. And then for some reason, I started thinking about my song Cyclothymia, and I just got the idea, the Frankenstein of the the street. And I was like, oh my God, that kind of works. And it took a couple of retweaks here or there, but not too many retweaks. And that's why, of all the songs, even though this isn't the first song I've written for this batch of songs I'm planning on bundling together as tent show treats, it wasn't the first one I wrote, but it was the first one I got finished. So that is the story of Frankenstein of the Street. I'm sorry if that was really rambling and stuff, but I'm very new to doing this. I'm new to not having a chat log over there and like talking back and forth. So I'm very like, I'm a rambler and a gambler. It's just what it is. But I will have more videos like this, maybe with commentary, some without. Who knows? We're still in the experimentation phase of this whole new musical endeavor. But the next song I think I'm going to have ready for you guys is a tune called Karen's Gone Bad. And I'll give you a little teaser because I'm so proud. I'm so proud of one part. I just think it's neat. Karen's gone bad, but Karen says I feel fine. And Karen's gone bad, but Karen says I feel fine. That's all you get. That's all you get. I'm still practicing. I wrote things in a little off time, and so I'm like, why would I do that to myself? Why would I challenge myself? I don't know. But I'm proud of it, and it doesn't need much explanation. It's about Karen, and we all know Karen. Calm down. So, I'm going to end this video here. I hope it's the one. And I look forward to seeing what you guys think, and I look forward to bringing you more jams from the weird side. Peace. All we are saying is give peace a chance.